Hello everyone, welcome to KSD Media. This is the second part of the CED pool board video. If you don't, mm, if you didn't see the first part, I recommend you to watch it. Link is on the description, or you can click on the I button. So let's get on the second part. On this video, we're gonna create the pool table and cue stick. So let's first start with the pool table. So first let's select all of this and H2 hide. Then I'm going to add a reference image. Alt R and Alt G to clear any location and rotation. Then I'm going to make it only the font, display only orthographic, and set the transparency 0.3. Then I'm going to add a cube, and with pressing N I'm going to the item properties channel, and I'm going to set the dimension as the real measurement. It is best to use the real measurement which will help you in our rendering. So as you can see, in the x-axis we have 262 centimeter, and in the y 150 centimeter. Then I'm going to scale it down in z-axis. Then I'm going to the edit mode, and I'm going to, before that I'm going to adjust my image with the cube. Then I'm going to disable the picture, and with selecting the cube I'm going to the edit mode and select the top part, and I'm going to insert this. Then I'm going to extrude it into z-axis minus 0.03 meter. Then I'm going to the top view and enable my wireframe mode, and I'm going to scale it. Now I'm going to use the bool modifier. So let's go to the object mode, and I'm going to hide this cube. Go to the numpad 7, and I'm going to create a cube and make the similar shape in here. Then I'm going to unhide my cube and disable the X-ray mode, and I'm going to place it right here. Then I'm going to select these two with active. The active object will be the main cube, and I'm going to use the bool tool modifier. You can enable this modifier with edit, preference, and go to the add-on and write in bool tool. Then you gonna have to click it to enable it. So if you have this enabled, with pressing Ctrl minus, you gonna use a difference operation, which is a short hotkey for difference operation in bool tool. Then as you can see, there is some depth in here, but I don't want it, so I'm going to select this object and I'm going to move it into Z axis around here until I don't see any edges. Then I'm going to do the similar thing around this corner. So let's add a cube, scale it down and grab it in here, rotate into the axis 45 degree and scale it around here. Then I'm going to again press Ctrl numpad minus, and this time it looks like it doesn't need any changes. Then I'm going to the modifier tab and apply those modifier. I'm going to add a cylinder with 16 vertices because it is gonna be small, so I don't need that many vertices. As you can see, I created only this side, so I'm going to use the auto mirror. Select all of that and use the auto mirror. I'm going to use on the x-axis auto mirror, and I'm going to the y-axis auto mirror. Then as you can see, our full board is ready. but the edges of this spool wood is very sharp, so we're gonna have to bevel this all the edges. So before that we have to apply the scale with Ctrl A, and I'm going to apply the scale. Then with edit mode I'm going to select with 2. I'm going to select this edge, this edge, this edge, this edge, and I'm going to bevel those with Ctrl B, and I'm going to slightly bevel those. As you can see, I only slightly bevel those. I'm going to select this edge and I'm going to bevel those, and don't overlap another edges. Now I'm going to select this side and I am going to bevel this, Ctrl B. So as you can see, our pool board is ready. I am going to shade smooth it, and as you can see, it is all looks like this. So I have to let's see normal, auto smooth, yes, and as you can see, it's all good. So as our table is ready, so let's um, move on to the next part, which is cue stick. So I'm going to hide this, and before that I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to hide it. Now let's create the cue stick. So for that I'm going to use a cylinder, and I'm going to rotate it into y-axis 90 degree. Then I'm going to the top view and I'm going to scale it down. Select these vertices, and I'm going to select these vertices and I'm going to scale it down like that, and I'm going to select these vertices and I'm going to scale it up like that, and I'm going to add some loop cut for shading. Then I'm going to say the scale and I'm going to bevel these edges. That's our cue stick. So let's rename it. Let's rename it. As you can see, the balls are very big compared to the table, so we have to scale it down. So I'm going to select one ball and I'm going to make it 6 centimeter. So as you can see, by doing it 6 centimeter we get the exact scale. So it is 0.03 scale. So let's select all of the balls and scale it to 0.03, and I am going to shift select the top part, and as you can see the 3D cursor is stuck to the face of the object, and I am going to shift S and I am going to selection to cursor, so all the balls is going to this cursor. Move to this cursor, then I am going to the top view and I am going to place ball with shift Z, so we can move it around X or Y axis but not on the Z axis. As you can see, I rearrange all the parts and I add a camera and arrange it to a good looking position. I also add the material to the cue stick and the table, and I also add a cue ball. So the rubbery look is of the cue stick is nothing but, as you can see, I make it some roughness so it looks like some rubber, and as you can see, nothing must change, and I pick a color for the table, and now it's time to render it. So at first let's have some, and I also change the sunlight to a area lamp sun, so so we can see this reflection which which made it look like a indoor game. So and so if you render this in cycle, you're gonna get a result like this. So that's all for this video. Hope you learned something from this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestion, please comment it below. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy.